We are changing our look to change the narrative. It's all part of No Shave November, and the focus is on men's health. So today, we look at the second leading cause of cancer death in men. It's prostate cancer, second behind only lung cancer. But screening for it now is relatively easy. Joining us on set now is a member of our 25 News sales force, Mark Werner, a prostate cancer survivor. And you had a family history of this disease.
I did, Tyler. I first was made aware of prostate cancer probably in the 1950s when I was sent to check a death certificate of my Danish grandfather in the Peoria County Courthouse and saw on there that he had died of prostate cancer. So then later on, my father, who was a physician, got prostate cancer, was treated, and had a good outcome and made it to 89 years old, which is a full life. Then I had a brother that got prostate cancer that ultimately died from it a few years ago, and I was one of the best at ignoring having a blood test. And so real men do get it checked, but of course I didn't get it checked.
What caused you to finally, how'd you learn?
I think it was probably a COVID hangover type thing where I hadn't been to the doctor a long time, and I just thought, okay, it's just getting a blood test. And then that led to the long odyssey. It took about a year to find out all the options that you have and all the tests to make sure it's self-contained. And then I had radiation, and it turned out to be very successful. But again, it's because it doesn't hurt and it's not apparent. Men just ignore it. And so, you know,
how was the treatment for you? How long did it take?
It took over 6 weeks, and it was. I was able to work during that time, but it does just completely wears you out. But again, I am not whining and not complaining because it didn't hurt, and I feel like I had good advocates in this process.
And you're doing well now.
Yes, sir.
We need to remind folks that a lot of people are like you because the 5-year relative survival rate for prostate cancer is very high here, 97%, 98% at the 10-year rate. So you can definitely recover from this. And African-American men are more likely to get and also more likely to die from prostate cancer. All it takes is a blood test. You may have heard stories about how you test for prostate cancer, but today I just had a physical this week, and I asked, do I need to do any sort of test in particular? They said, all you need is a blood test. If we need more, we'll let you know.
Yeah, I think also the process of being concerned about others. Once I realized I had it, I reached out to other people that I knew had it. And because men don't talk, they don't talk about it, although as long as you don't get it in your 50s or 60s is what I was told, more men die maybe with it than they do of prostate cancer. Ultimately, it's something else.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
Get a blood test.
Yes, sir.
Don't be silent men.
Yep.
All right, Mark, thank you so much. Let's go to
You're
Amber.
welcome. Thank you.